Hey, look here, evidence that I've been dicking around in the woods. Can you imagine a cop pulled me over and they asked me, was I trespassing in some woods? I'm like, no, I ain't been doing nothing. And to see this shit on there, like, busted. But hey, guys, should they bring back two-stroke street bike motorcycles?
Let's go for a ride. Watching CycleCruza's all-in-one motorcycle channel. Subscribe today.
The main reason why they got rid of two strokes as far as street-wise is mainly it was because of emissions. It's actually much more expensive to make a two-stroke cleaner than it is a four-stroke. That's, from my understanding, that's why the manufacturers all switched over to just having only four strokes. However, they can make two strokes clean. As some of you may know, they came out with the 2018 KTM 250 and a 300 that is two-stroke with fuel injection, and it also has the direct oil injection, so you don't have to mix oil with gas, which is really awesome. They already had that technology on boats, I think, and snowmobiles, I believe. But you know, I got to thinking, now, why would we want to add, why the heck would we want to add two-stroke street bikes? Mainly because you just have balls out power on them. I mean, you just feel that rush of power with the two strokes compared to the four strokes, which are more, have manage the fuel better. Actually, from my understanding, two strokes use, I think, like 25% more fuel compared to four strokes. And but what's great about the two strokes is they only have, like, I believe, 3 moving parts on it, so it's very simplistic in design. Get that power hit. A lot of you guys say two-stroke life only when it comes to dirt bikes. You absolutely love that hit of power. You love the simplicity of the two-stroke, even though it's fairly, even though you don't have to do valve adjustments on those suckers, you still have to do an engine rebuild after so many hours. So you have to tear the bike down and do a rebuild on the bike. But as where the four strokes, you have to do more, you have to do valve adjustments more often on them. So it kind of washes out between both of them. But I mean, I would be curious to see if that 2018 KTM fuel injected, you know, direct fuel injection two-stroke, if it still retains that hit of power like the carbureted two strokes. Because if it doesn't and it feels more like a four-stroke, then it's like, what the hell is the point? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just love, I would love to test ride that new 2018 two-stroke. From my understanding, one of my viewers told me that there's going to be an expo of some sort in Columbus coming up where you can actually test ride some of the bikes. I would be curious to know if you could test ride that new two-stroke KTM dirt bike. That would be sick, man. Because out here, you can't test ride dirt bikes out here. There's no way, no how. You have to buy it in order to be able to ride these dirt bikes out here. So I know in some other states they do have, you know, sometimes they have where you can test ride some of the dirt bikes. But out here in Ohio, at least here in Northeast Ohio, which, you know, we really don't have too many dirt bikers out here because we don't really have too many trails. We don't have just a couple of motocross tracks, but that's about it. So it's not, so I don't know, guys. What do you guys think? I would love to hear your feedback. Like I said, I create these, you know, these motovlogs to incite community discussion so we can all talk about it. Some of you tech heads out there maybe able to give me better insight as to, you know, maybe why we should have a two-stroke, you know, street motorcycle out here. You know, maybe they'll start coming out with them, you know, if people really like them and they become popular. I would love to see how that pans out, because, you know, the real main drawback of two-stroke dirt bikes to me, at least for me, the reason why I kind of avoid one is I'm not one for maintenance and one to mix. I hate dealing with fuel. I just bought a freaking lithium-ion battery freaking lawnmower that I absolutely love because I got sick of dealing with pouring gas, and these new gas containers suck ass these days. They break, so I end up having to pour it into a funnel, and it's a irritation, man. So I just couldn't imagine, you know, back in the day, you know, that's all they had were 2-strokes when I was a kid. We had to mix that oil and gas, and I hated doing it. I had my brother do all that. He loved working on the bike and stuff like that, so I didn't really have to deal with it. Yeah, I would love to see them do it anyhow, to have the 2-stroke street bikes out here, because it's awesome to have the variety of bikes. I love seeing all the different type of bikes they have out now. I think Japan needs to come out with some supermotos, man. They just have the one old-ass DRZ 400 supermoto. You know, Yamaha got rid of their WR250X supermoto, so it's just a DRZ 400 SM supermoto out here. And their dual sports, Japan's dual sports, are old as hell, man. I mean, KTM is killing the market as far as you know, street legal dual sports, even though they're really street legal dirt bikes, except for the KTM 690, which I would love to see Japan build a bike like the KTM 690 or the Husqvarna 701, which is basically the same bike with some upgrades. As I told you guys, I'm actually considering getting the Husqvarna 701 Supermoto, where it comes already from the factory with Supermoto trim. I know a lot of you guys said, CycleCruza, why don't you just get the WR450F and just set it up for Supermoto? But to have a proper Supermoto, man, you got to have the suspension right, proper brakes on there. I mean, you got to have the whole nine. You know, you got to change the chain up, you know, you got to do some upgrades to it. And by the time you add all that, you know, all that stuff on the bike, it adds up to where you could have just bought the Husqvarna 701 Supermoto right off the showroom floor with everything you need. It even has a fuel programmer on it. I mean, it's got everything. You know, like this WR250R, I put over $4,000 in mods on this bike. I mean, this bike is basically the same price as a KTM 690. I love this WR250 fucking R, baby. Woo! Good times. If you want to see more of my videos, go to my website, CycleCruza.com. Click on the menu tab, My Videos. All my videos are categorized in the various playlists. Hopefully you can find something that will inform you or entertain you. Hey, hit thumbs up if you like this video. Share this video with your friends. And I want to hear from all you guys, everybody. Should we put street legal 2-strokes back in the game again? Especially with all this technology that can clean up the emissions now. I'd love to hear from you. Hey, subscribe to my All the Well Motorcycle channel. Appreciate you guys. So until next time, deuces.
Hey, don't forget to check out my other YouTube channel that features the original bug-out moto van that is designed and built by yours truly so that I can live in my van with my motorcycle. So hey, check me out at youtube.com/bugoutmoto. Subscribe today.